Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? So I went to Walmart the other night to get some creatine, and surprise, surprise, I had none left. See, creatine monohydrate is just creatine is creatine is creatine is creatine. It's a cheap substance that if you're doing weightlifting and you want a little bit of an edge, creatine will get you there. It's scientifically proven to work, and it also breaks the blood-brain barrier, and it works as a nootropic. So if you're feeling kind of cloudy in the brain, take 3 milligrams of creatine every day, and it might help out. Does wonders for me, stacking that with ashwagandha. Yeah, loving it, but I'm running out, and Walmart didn't have any in stock. Son of a bitch. I swear, they're not getting anything in stock ever, on time, ever. But one thing they did have that I've been on the hunt for is one of these bad boys. That's right. This is not a USB hub, it's a USB power station. So it has 2.4 amps per outlet, got a bunch of USB-C shit plugged in there. I've been wanting one of those for a while, but I couldn't source them out. I've been to Staples, I went to Best Buy, I tried every single freaking place in town that I could think of, and nowhere could I find one. Then I was at Walmart, and I'm just like walking through the aisles, going over towards the fishing section, and one of the employees was pushing the great big garbage bin and taking up the whole aisle, so I kind of ducked into an aisle to let her pass. And as I ducked into the aisle, it was the hardware aisle with all the power bars and extension cords, and I look on the wall, and there it is for $19.97. I was like, well, piss. That's awesome. I found them on Amazon, but they wanted like $60 for them, and they only did like 2 amp. These do 2.4 amps, so that's pretty decent. So I was kind of stoked about that. Today begins the long weekend. I'm done work now and I'm home. It's currently Thursday. I'm really cutting it close on this video because this video goes live like at midnight tonight. So I was like, man, I got nothing going out for Friday. I should probably get on that. I've been kind of lacking on the video production lately. The whole idea about going down to three a week is so I can get ahead, and then if I want to take time off to work on stuff, I can, and lately I've been taking time off and not working on video production, so it's kind of bad. But another thing I picked up for biking season, if I ever get on my bike and go biking, is a set of these bad boys. These things. What are they? They're bone conducting headphones. Freaking dope. I brought them to work today because we use Bluetooth headphones when we're on the phone to basically talk to clients. Because the headphones I have been using were my old Skull Candies that I got for 20 bucks at Walmart. And they work great, but they don't have a noise canceling mic. So when there's a lot of people in the office and they're jibber jabbering about nonsense that's not really work related, my clients can hear that whole conversation. And one of the guys in there keeps forgetting that he's in the office and uses not safe for work words. You know where I'm going with this. They're also not safe for YouTube. Drop a couple of those, demonetization, welcome home. It was kind of an issue, and I brought it up to my manager that, I really need a headset with a noise-canceling mic, or I need to move my desk somewhere. So right now I'm anchored at a desk. The way it's working at work, because we're theoretically on a hybrid workplace, so they want us in the office 2 days a week, but I just go all 5 because I don't feel like lugging my laptop around because it's going to break if I do that. However, in the future, I may go back to a working from home environment. Like come winter, I might work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from home, and Monday and Friday from the office. Just because it's just easier to stay home than to go in and lug through snow and drive through snow. And, in the winter, people really can't drive. So the less you drive, the less chance of getting a door ding. You know what I mean? So that may happen, but I don't know. We'll see what we do and we'll do what we see. But I brought it up to her like last week and asked her if there was a possibility of getting a headset. And she said she'll look into it, and that was all I heard. And then yesterday I get a message from someone saying, hey Adam, I need your address because I'm shipping you a headset. Do you want me to use your home address or the work address? And I was like, well, I'm always in the office, so I might as well send it to the work address. And I didn't realize that when they were shipping it out yesterday, it was going to arrive today. So for the morning, I was using my bone conductors on the phone, and it was pretty good. It worked great. Didn't have a complaint about people not being able to hear me. And then this really delicious Jabra friggin' 65 Evolve 65 headset shows up. So I started using that, and that was way better. That was freaking dope. So I was like super happy about that. I got myself a brand new headset to play with, and clients can actually hear me now. And they could hear me before. They had issues with the old Skull Candies. But I guess next week's going to be the real test, because we're going to find out if they can hear me. How much battery life does this phone have? I was using it all day because every time I went on break, I would go outside and put the bone conductors on. I'm going to put a charge to my freaking phone here because it needs it. So yeah, I was putting my bone conductors on and then walking around, and I go outside and take a walk. Oh my goodness. He really cleaned up around that tree. Oh, dope. Yeah, I need to get in there. On Sunday's supposed to be a nice day. I need to get in there with my friggin' brush cutter and do my side and clean all that shit out too. Because that would be awesome. He really cleaned up around that tree. Man. See, like I did a little bit of cleanup and then my neighbor gets friggin' inspired and he hammers down and friggin' amazing. It's amazing what happens. That happened today. Got some new hardware at work. I love when they give me presents. It makes life so much nicer. It does. It definitely does. Now, something I was thinking about tackling tonight, but I don't know if I want to because tomorrow is a day off. It's Friday and there's nothing going on tomorrow. And if you look outside right now, like she's pretty juicy out. Well, it's muggy as all balls. I'm not going to lie about that. It's not it's raining. It wasn't supposed to rain. Google said 10%, whatever. But it's sunny and raining, so welcome to the Great White North. It's obviously not white right now, it's pretty green, but it is what it is. Crap over here is not making a comeback. That's good. Crap over here is trying. Nothing the Ryobi can't deal with, we already know that. But yeah, Sunday, if it's nice, I'm gonna come over and tackle this. Saturday, however, I'm going over to my friend's house. My buddy Jean, also known as Bon Jovi, from that one time when he sang Bon Jovi at the bar, and got me a copyright strike because he sounded so much like him, it was ridiculous. But we're going out to his place, and during the day we're going to be fishing on the boat. He's going to take us out to spots he knows on Trout Lake, and so we're going to be going to a different lake and hammering that. And then at night we're going to set off some fireworks at his house, so I might bring the camera and shoot some fishing videos from a boat. When we get together we get stupid, so it might be some comical stuff. Then Sunday we'll grab the old Ryobi gear and clean up the yard and all that. But I came out here to pack up the Senkos. They're all gone. They're in the truck right now bathing in friggin' garlic gravy. Pretty good time. And while I was doing that, I looked over and I'm like, why is my bike laying on its side? Like, it's totally flopped over. The back tire's not even touching the ground anymore. Then I realized my stove fell down. A bunch of wood fell on the bike, knocked it over. Frig sakes. So tomorrow what I want to do, I was thinking about doing it tonight, but I'm like, man, it's kind of nice out. Like I mentioned it's raining a little bit, but whatever, who cares? I kind of don't want to be working on this tonight. I just noticed there's a weed whacker back there, a gasser. Bet you the carb on it's good. I can put it on my... No, I don't even care about that other. I want to get rid of them, but we're going to take all this shit out of here because I discovered something pretty cool the other day. You remember when I did the garage cleanup? You saw that video like on Wednesday, 2 days ago? And I put those tires at the end of the road. They were gone that night. I woke up the next day and went to work and I didn't even realize it, but they're gone. Somebody took them. The tires were rotten. Like I think Rex gave me those tires to put on my lawn tractor so I can get more grip, but they wouldn't fit. But on my old lawn tractor, it had 10-inch rims. So theoretically I could put ATV tires on it and rolled around like a boss. But instead I just got rid of the damn things. I gave them away to a friend's brother so that he could use the parts to fix up his actual riding mower because he owns a property that's ridiculous. And doing that with a push mower, he'd be at it for a week straight. And by the time he was done, he'd have to start over again. And that's not really a fun time. So I was like, you know what? You could freaking have it. You can have them both. I don't even want them. I probably could have sold them for a couple $100 like as a kit. But it's like, meh, just take it. Just friggin' take it. But something I kind of wanted to do was go fishing tonight. I know you guys love the fishing videos. They get so many views. And the reason why I want to go fishing is because I still haven't broken this thing. I know I'm going to break it. Like, it's a friggin' Sugaling. I just realized that the reel matches the rod like perfectly. And I know that this thing, they're like, oh, it's a saltwater rod. Bullshit. What kind of saltwater fish are you catching? Saltwater minnows? Saltwater shiners? Is that a thing? I don't know. I never fished saltwater. I don't know anything about it. And I kind of wanted to go take that down to the point, sail out a couple Senkos or whatever, sail out some lures, see how we do. Get some fishing in. I know I'm going to be fishing on Saturday because I really don't feel like doing any cleanup out here. I do got to do a lot of cleanup. Now that I know the side of the road ferry's coming around, I can easily put shit at the side of the road. I do want to organize all these empty propane cylinders and maybe on Saturday before I head out to Jean's, grab them, bring them out to the friggin' the hazardous waste depot and dispose of them. I honestly don't know where else to bring them because I know you can reload them. Amazon sells this like nozzle that you screw onto a propane tank. I watched a YouTube video on it. Apparently you take the propane tank, you sit it upside down on your bench, you hook this nozzle up to it, and then you can screw in these green propane tanks and reload them. So I thought that was kind of cool, but then I saw other videos where people were doing that and they were exploding, and I realized, okay, maybe that's not so cool because last thing I want to do is blow myself up because I kind of like being alive, and dying is not part of the cards right now. So I'm figuring Friday we'll tackle this mess. Get this all sorted out, stuff I don't need anymore, side of the road ferry or list it, whatever. I do want to get my pressure washer out. So I'm thinking Sunday, if we're going to be home, I do want to wash my truck. Another thing I really freaking need to do, and I don't feel like doing it now, but I'm probably going to end up doing it now because I'm a glutton for punishment, is I need to clean out the back of my truck. And someday I need to take this window out, take it off and fix it. See, this here metal piece is supposed to go underneath. I showed that before in a video and I couldn't get it to go with the window in. So I looked online, and apparently when you take the window out, you can push this up and then get that piece back underneath. But the annoying part is to take that window out, it's a lot of work, and they recommend 2 people. And well, I only have 1 person. But you got to take every single one of these hex bolts out, and there's probably about a good 50 of them in there holding the window in place. So that's not going to be freaking easy. But I want to do that so this thing stops leaking. Still can't believe that friggin' chainsaw oil never cleaned up. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Did I mention it's ridiculous? If I didn't, it's friggin' ridiculous. But I do want to take that tarp out of here, sweep this all out, get these frickin' bottles out of here, clean it all up. I have an idea for a camping setup. I don't want to do what all the other truck campers do, where they build a platform with drawers on it and they store their shit in it. If you watch Camping with Steve, he did this like super basic setup for truck camping. He literally had his cot with a mattress on it, a nightstand, a lamp, and his cooking stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? That's a pretty dope setup. It's basic, and if he ever needs to change it back to a truck, he just takes the shit out and goes. Now, you've seen the big mattress I got. That's like, Oreo and I are gonna go truck camping. You remember when I set the tent up back here in 2021? Maybe, was it 2021? Yeah, I did. Last year, I set up parked the truck here. I set up the camping tent. We had a little bit of a camp out back here. Had ourselves a fire. You know, it was a good time. And Oreo and I slept in the truck. Problem is I was sleeping on the cot. The cot was super uncomfortable, and Oreo was not having sleeping on the floor. He wanted to cuddle with me, so he kept jumping in the freaking cot, and that's no bueno. Like, the cot barely fit me, so he was like jumping on my head. I didn't mind him jumping on my feet, like whatever, but he jumped on my head multiple times. He tried to sleep on top of me when I was laying on my back. Like, he did not want to sleep on the floor, and I don't blame him because it was freaking cold in the truck that night. It was brutal. So with the foam, it's literally the same size as my bed. It's a double. So him and I can easily curl up on that and be comfy, and then do our truck camping. Where with the cot, it wouldn't work out. I was actually looking for a double cot, but no dice. Now, I don't want to just put the foam on the ground. So the other day when I was at Walmart, I walked by there's one area, they had carpet, like outdoor carpet and all that. And they had that, that green carpet, kind of looks like grass, but it totally isn't. Well, they had that shit there. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But they wanted like $69.97 for a 6x8 foot roll. I was like, that's kind of expensive for what I want to do. Like, I'm looking to do this on the cheap. But then they had a low pile outdoor carpet that was $39.97, 6x8. Obviously, my truck is not 6 feet wide. I think the back let's get a measuring tape. Should get my keys too, because I have no way of dropping the tailgate right now because I locked my truck because there's been some B&Es and cars around here lately. Again, freaking buddy next door, his Nissan Puke got broken into. I know it's a Nissan Juke, but I call it the Puke because they're freaking ugly cars. Some people like them. I find they look like a pug dog that got its head stepped on. But hey, to each their own, man. Some people like Ferraris and that, and I think they look like modern day shavers. I like my old school muscle. But once again, to each their own. I got a measuring tape right here. Do you do inches or millimeters? Cool, you do inches. Let's go see how wide that thing is. I know I'm gonna have to cut the carpet to make it fit. See, I was thinking about getting plywood, laying the plywood down as a base, then throwing the carpet on top of the plywood, and then putting the mattress on top of the carpet. And I figured that'd be a good idea. I'm thinking it's a 4x8. This is why I went and got my keys, so I can do this. All right. So we're 5 feet 5 inches, but that's from wall to wall, not including the wheel wells. So if it's 6x8, That's not too bad. We'll have a little bit of overhang. We can even just wrap it up the walls, whatever. And that would work out. And that would give us a nice platform to put the bed on, or the mattress. And I bought a sheet set from Walmart for like 20 bucks. A double fitted sheet and a regular sheet and some pillowcases and stuff. And I got some pillows. I got my camping pillows upstairs or down here somewhere. I got a sleeping bag, but I'll probably bring a comforter instead. You don't need to use a sleeping bag because you're camping. You can use whatever the hell you want as long as it keeps you warm at night. Who gives a shit, right? And that's a lot of people go out and buy all this expensive camping gear when theoretically all you need is a tent and a way to stay warm at night, and you're in it to win it. You can take the blankets off your friggin' bed as long as your old lady doesn't freak out and punch you in the face. It'll work. It'll work in a pinch. If you, like I say, if you watch Camping with Steve, you already know all this because that's what he did. But like, I really liked Camping with Steve's setup. Caught some garbage picked end table. It didn't really look fancy, but he had a lamp on it, and he brought his tablet so he could watch a movie at night before going to bed. Because apparently that's what people do now when they camp. They watch movies. I don't know about that, but I go camping, I want to watch shit burn. Not watch a movie. If I'm going to watch a movie, I'll stay friggin' home. But hey man, to each their own. You camp how you want, I'll camp how I want. So yeah, this is another thing I need to attack. Problem is getting in here. I hit it a bunch of times with the brush cutter, but it's not chewing through the way I'd like it to see it chew through. The problem is it's all rock under there. There's a lot of rock, and God knows what else. Like, there's a lot of bramble in there. So maybe on Sunday we'll deal with that too. Do a little yard cleanup some more. I'm not touching that though. I'm leaving that up because it blocks out the damage that the bunny rabbits did, and there's a freaking chipmunk in my wood pile. Yeah, I can see you in there, bud. I can see you. You better not be like pooping in there. You better not be pooping in there. Where are you, bud? I can hear you. Where are you? Hey, buddy. Hello. How you doing? I think that's Carl. He lives in the garage. He hasn't ripped apart anything or broken anything, so I just let him be. If he became a menace, he'd get the slingshot to the face, but so far he's been pretty good, so I'll let him go. So yeah, this winter, those things held up. Cages Dad made to prevent the friggin' squirrels from getting back in. It looks like it's not sitting flush on the roof, and it's because it's not. The cage goes down a little too far, but if they lift it up and they try to get under there, they're gonna impale themselves, and it won't be a good time. Another project I need to do is fix these chairs. Well, this one's fine. I need to fix this one here. I haven't gotten around to it. Maybe tomorrow I'll drag it into the garage and we can do that too. Just run some 20-pound tests through here and stitch it up. I don't know if that's gonna work, but whatever, who cares? And then once it's stitched, I'd like to get a cushion for it. I thought I had cushions somewhere, but I can't remember where. I had cushions for these chairs, and I know I still have them. I just can't remember where the hell I put them. Story of my freaking life. But like I said, now that we know the side of the road ferry is picking things up, and garbage at that, because like I said, those tires were complete bunk and they took it. So cool. That's why I'm thinking, like, we got a lot of shit in here. I think this blue tote here's my camping gear. It's got some stuff in it, and we got a lot of stoves. We got my isobutane stove. We got my red camping stove, which is somewhere behind that black board over there. We got this stove top here, and then we got my backpacker upstairs in the computer room. So as far as that goes, we're good. As far as the light source goes, I'm gonna bring this with me. Like, if I ever go truck camping, I want to go truck camping this year. I just need to fix that window first, but like, this is a pretty damn bright light, and the fact that you can charge a phone off of it, and it uses solar power to charge it and all that other fun stuff, like, it's a no-brainer. Bring that with me, be good to go. A couple battery packs to keep the camera charged so that we can do some filming while we're out. You know, these 10,000 milliamp hour battery packs can easily keep the GoPro going for a long freaking time. I think we'd be solid. It'd be a good time for sure. Like I said, the only experience I have with camping is back here, but I wanted to get that truck set up. I got to pull that window and fix it. But I kind of also want to go to Home Depot, buy some screen material, or not Home Depot, but Home Hardware, buy some screen material and rescreen the windows. I want to do both because the one on the driver's side, there's a gaping hole in it. The one on the the one on the driver's side is fine. One of them has a freaking hole in it, and I think it's the one on the passenger side that the window won't close. I could be wrong on that, but I'd like to put new screen in so that way there we're not dealing with nonsense of bugs getting in. Bugs are going to get in regardless, but I like to not have that problem. As far as cooking goes, you know, we can just pick up some shit at the grocery store. If we go camping somewhere where there's a lake, we can try our luck at fishing. If we fail, we can have some food. I'll bring some dry crunchy for Oreo, or some of his wet Slurpee, and then you know, you can have some of my food too, and then you can have that, and then crash out in the truck at night and enjoy life and then come back the next day. Could be kind of fun. I was thinking about trying like a paid campground, like going to like Samuel de Champlain or somewhere like a place with actual amenities versus just finding some crown land place and going camping in a place where I might not have cell phone signal. So like I've been tossing around a bunch of different ideas on things and stuff and not really coming to a conclusion. Also tonight I didn't work out because holy crap, I'm sore everywhere. Like I did chest on Monday, back on Tuesday. And I wasn't feeling legs on Wednesday. I tried to do, Wednesday I did legs. Yesterday I did legs. I keep thinking it's Friday. I did legs yesterday, destroyed them. And then I was like, my arms aren't even sore. So then I destroyed my arms right after. So I did legs and arms in one friggin' sesh. And legs, like I said, it's my workout's pretty basic for that. Squat till you puke. And then I use the Bowflex leg machine, the leg lift, and then the hamstring friggin' pull over where you lay on your back and you do hamstring pulls until they Charlie horse like a son of a bitch and you can't walk for a week. And then I did calf raises on the stair while holding two 40-pound dumbbells. I was doing independent footwork. It was kind of difficult to hold my balance, but we managed. And today I put in so far 11,894 steps, and my legs are killing me. Like they're fried. Like they hurt like hell. Sitting down, it's like I had to take a poop this morning, and getting on that toilet was a chore. Like I was like, like I almost dropped ass on the squat. It was pretty dangerous. That's what happens when you go a while without working your legs. I gotta get back out there. That's why I gotta get this friggin' bike out of here, because I need to get riding it. I keep talking about wanting to buy a new bike, but I also keep talking about how cheap I am and how I don't like spending money. So that's the problem. I don't like spending money, but then I spend money. I don't like spending money, but I just bought like conductive headphones and a freaking Bluetooth, a USB thing. I have this bad tendency of buying stuff that I don't need. That's something I got to get over. Start buying stuff that I need versus stuff that I want. Like big time. It's a dangerous habit to get into where you see somebody with something and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I need that. And you go out and you buy it. That's a dangerous thing to get into. Mind you, I wanted those bone conductive headphones for biking because what's really cool about them is unlike traditional headphones that cover your ears and make it hard to hear anything around you, these bad boys, you put them on, you can hear your music and you can still hear everybody around you because it's playing the sound through the bone in your head. So it literally sounds like the music is in your head. It's such a weird sensation. Is there sound coming out? Can you hear sound when it's not on your head? Yes, you can. Not as loud as you can with headphones, but you can hear some music. Like I had it full tilt, and the girl today I went out for a break. I was walking around. One of the girls went out for a smoke, so I went over and stood by her, and we chatted for a bit. And I'm like, "Did you hear my music at all?" I'm like, "Can you tell me a favor?" She's like, "What?" I'm like, I turned it back on. I'm like, "Can you hear this music?" And she's like, "Oh, you're playing music?" I'm like, no, I just turned it on now to see if you could hear it. She's like, "Can't even tell." I'm like, "Okay, I got a full blast." And I turned it off. Then I told her what the headphones were and she wanted to try them. So she tried them out and she's like, "That is so cool." And I'm like, "I know, right? Like you can still hear me and you can hear the music. It's pretty dope." And that's what I wanted them for the bike. It's like this way here when I'm out biking, because last year I was using those great big earmuffs that I used to mow my lawn so that I could listen to music and not listen to the mower friggin' trying to die. Because let me tell you, that old friggin' Mastercraft or Craftsman down there, she's got a warped shaft and she, like it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So that's why I wanted them, was so that I can basically use them. Like if I'm mowing the lawn with this guy, with the old Ryobi, she's pretty quiet. She's not a loud mower. So I can put those on and have some tunes while I mow. And I can still hear the mower if it's struggling or whatever. I've never had that thing struggle bus. She starts to struggle and she kicks into overdrive and just slaughters a 40 volt, sorry. People can't hear the music, unlike traditional earbuds where you can hear everything. Unless they're good earbuds that have that jello in them. I hate those kind. They feel weird in my ear. Not a fan. Not one bit. So yeah, that's my idea on truck camping. That's what I want to do there. Like I say, I want to keep it cheap because I don't know how often I'm going to do it. And who knows, I might do it once and be like, you know what, this is not for me. Truck camping is not for me. And I didn't just get the topper to go truck camping to be like friggin' Maverick or camping with Steve or fishing with Becca with the truck camping setup. I got the topper because I've always wanted one. Because especially during ice fishing season, when I was really into ice fishing, it would have been nice just to leave my shit in the truck. And like, okay, it's 4 o'clock, just go. You know, take the tent out at the end of the day, just bring it in the house to thaw it out and pack it back up. But other than that, just go ice fishing. It does kind of limit what you can put back there. But honestly, if I ever get something like a Skidoo or a snow machine, I just use the brand name Skidoo. It's like people who ask for a tissue paper, but they call it a Kleenex. If I ever get a sled or a quad or whatever, and I want to bring it somewhere, I kind of don't want to be shoving it in the back of my truck because my truck's tailgate sits kind of high. I do have ramps, but I kind of don't want to be doing that. I'll probably end up getting some sort of a utility trailer to haul it around with. Now you're probably saying, why didn't you take your dad's? Dad sold his trailer. He got $300 for it, and honestly, the amount of work that it needed, I didn't want to do that. The axle was bent. The bearings, don't know the condition. The frame's rotten to piss, like there was holes in it. So the guy who bought the trailer has got a lot of restoration to do before he can use it. It is a tilt trailer. You can take the sidewalls off and use it as a flat pad. It would have been kind of cool to get it and do something with it. But at the same time, I'd rather get something new that has modern bearings, modern everything. Maybe something galvanized, I don't know. But right now, I'm not in the market for a trailer. I'm not in the market for anything. Right now, I just want to try truck camping someday and see how that goes. I might even just wait till September to do truck camping, who knows? Just go some weekend when the mosquitoes are freaking done, because getting eaten alive is not fun by any means necessary. All in all, this week's been pretty good. Just been doing a lot of workouts. I mentioned on the previous vlog, I'm trying that HMB stuff. Today's day 3 of the cycle. Have I noticed anything? Not really. Will I notice anything? Probably not. Studies show that, yeah, people have gained mass with it. My buddy even claimed that it helped him out. And he's like, it will definitely help you because, oh, frig, there's Carl. Scared the shit out of me. I swear he just wants to be on YouTube. But yeah, like it didn't really do much. Like he said it did a lot for him, but I read studies where it was like hit and miss, where they did a placebo versus the real deal. And in some cases, the placebo people actually did better than people on HMB. And if you're wondering what HMB is, if you didn't watch the previous vlog, HMB is a byproduct of when your body digests leucine. Leucine becomes HMB. I can't remember what the heck it stands for, but HMB will basically prevent the breakdown of your muscles. It's like when you go to the gym and you lift weights, you break down your muscles. So it helps with recovery and building more muscle. It's not an anabolic. It's not a steroid. It's not Tren. It's not HRT. It's nothing you can buy this shit probably at Walmart. I didn't see it at mine, but it's nothing illegal. It's perfectly legal. Hell, I bought it off Amazon, for crying out loud. Thought I'd give it a go. My buddy said it's pretty good. He's like, you don't need to spend much for it. You can get it for $29. He's like, you take it once a day with a protein-rich meal and you're good to go. I was like, all right. And then another friend was like, oh, if you want to lose some weight, you should try some CLA. And I was at Walmart the other night and I found some CLA. I was like, oh, look at that, CLA. Sinolytic acid or something like that. I don't know. Chlorine lithoacidic acid? Whatever. Basically, it's designed to help break down fat, change your body composition. However, the studies show that people who were on it and people who were off of it, there was no real difference. The shit's it's probably just some nonsense it's like those friggin' fat burners you can buy from Walmart, hydroxycut. Literally, the active ingredient in it is caffeine, apple cider vinegar. So it's like, have a coffee in the morning and then chase it with a shot of ACV, brush your teeth, and friggin' carry on with your life. You just hydroxycut, you know? Whatever. Anyway, guys, I'm thinking about fishing tonight. Don't think I'm going to film it because, well, I'm probably going to film it because I'm probably going to break this rod. And depending on how that goes, that might be a video of its own. Or it might be added to tomorrow's video. I don't know. I might make it a video of its own so the 5 people who like watching fishing videos can watch it and go from there. Or I don't know. We'll see what we do. But as for me, guys, I'm going to call her quits for now. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Some ideas for truck camping. If you have some ideas for truck camping, for a setup that's easy to install and easy to pull out, because in the end, that's what I want. So like if Dad calls me and says, hey, can we use your truck to move something? I don't have to say no because it's got a freaking double bed in the back of it. Simple, easy peasy. Camp mode, back in the truck mode, back in the camp mode. That's what I'm looking for. Any ideas? Leave them in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. And if you're interested in seeing how that Sue Galing rod's gonna hang on, well, stay tuned because that video is gonna come out. Until next time, guys, I'm checking out. So live it to win it and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.